It has won more than 70 global theatrical awards with 10,000 performances in 90 cities right across North America. Now, one of the most popular stage musicals in the world is coming back to Canada. Since hitting Broadway 26 years ago, The Lion King has brought out more than 120 million theatergoers to see this show. Canadian audiences are once again going to chance to see these elaborate costumes come to life while enjoying some of our favorite songs from the original Disney movie. And Clement Ishmael, who is the global music supervisor of The Lion King, is here to tell us more. And also, I have learned of your Canadian connection. You were raised in Toronto, went to high school here.
I did.
Graduate of?
Graduate of Oakwood Collegiate.
Very good. And then also of the U of T.
That's right, yeah.
So welcome back to Toronto.
Thank you very much. It's great to be here.
Listen, we mentioned there are 134 people directly involved with the daily production of this tour. 49 cast members, 19 wardrobe staff, 8 electricians, the list goes on. Talk to us, first of all, about the process of setting up one of these shows when it is a traveling show.
It takes a lot. First of all, there's a lot of people. There's so many people in each department.
Yeah.
And they're all really excellent at what they do. So we all have to come together and work really hard to to find the right people, first of all.
Yeah.
And then train them. And it takes a long time. We have the costume department. They will get measured months before.
Wow.
And it's the puppetry. We have a puppet department. We have the choreography.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody each department is run by someone who is excellent at what they do. So it takes a village.
Listen, you and I were talking before, but I think what makes this show still so popular, almost 30 years on, is the music.
Oh,
People
yeah.
can you hear that opening call out and everybody instantly knows that it's The Lion King. It's still, I mean, it's such a huge part of this show. And you're working with the original music from the movie. I want to play some for people at home because it's always fun to listen to.
He lives in you.
Clement, about the musical story of this show that resonates with audiences still. We should tell people, you've been with this show for 25 of the 26 years that it has been a stage production. So what have you noticed in those 25 years?
I think the music is classic and iconic. I think that we have so many different styles and that people can relate to, and especially it's the South African element. We have the choral music, and it's the only show that starts with that one note that everybody remembers, and it's really iconic. And the music is so, I think it's extraordinary. After all this time, it still moves me.
I mean, who doesn't have a baby or a dog or a child that they've held up?
Oh, I've seen that. I've seen those. It happens a lot. Yeah.
It does. There's lots of memes.
Yeah.
Listen, you finalized working on the casting for this show, so I'm curious, what makes somebody an ideal cast member of The Lion King?
They have to be able to do it all. They have to be able to act. They have to be able to sing. They have to be able to dance. Also, we pick people who have charisma as well, so they have to be good on stage. So it's a whole package that we need.
There's a whole generation of people who know this show on stage, even as opposed to the movie. But I want to ask you, Clement, you have traveled with this show a lot. What is the song that gets people the most? What's the one that pulls the response from them?
It's got to be the first song. It's got to be Circle of Life.
Yeah.
And I mean, the amount of times I've seen it, and when that iconic song happens, people are still weeping 25 years later as the animals come in. It's overwhelming, I think.
It does. Even if you know it's coming, it still catches your breath. It's still very emotional. Do you have a favorite song?
I think my favorite song would be Shadowland.
Oh, why?
Because it incorporates everything that the show is. We have the music of Elton John. We have the underscore of Hans Zimmer, and Lebo M's iconic African styles in it as well. And it's just a beautiful piece. That's the one. That's my favorite.
The one that you love, and I bet you can sing every word to every song, forwards and backwards.
I sure can.
Clement, great to have you here. Welcome back to Toronto. A reminder, The Lion King opens at the Ed Mirvish Theatre in Toronto, November 2nd. So for show dates in other Canadian cities, you can check out BroadwayAcrossCanada.ca. If you liked that video, make sure to subscribe to the Your Morning YouTube feed, where you can find all kinds of new content posted every weekday morning.